Good evening, Ajahn. So today I present the science for the cross-cultural management. So this is my table content. Number one is company market background. Number two, macroeconomic policy. Number three, opportunities in emerging resources. Number four is political alliance tactics. And five is cultural gaps and fusion. Next is execution risk KPIs. So table one is a company market background, who we are and where we go. So Science Food began as Beijing first pasteurized milk plant in 1956, and after acquiring France set Hubert in 2018. Now combines Chinese scale with European R&D. Asian's dairy intake sits at barely a quarter of the EU norm. And Thailand, centrally local, English-friendly and freshly tariff-free and recipe, offers the most efficient springboard, with per capita yogurt consumption under five under 5 kilos and premium SKUs comprising less than 2% of shelf space. The Thai market show both generational gaps and willingness to trade up, making it ideal for science probiotic rich, low temperature and portfolio. And demand gaps volatilization. Bangkok convenience store stock 180 milk SKUs and only 18 are premium yogurts. Originating share is 2% in Thailand with 17% in Japan. Google Trends show Thai search for high protein yogurt up 72%. Conclusion. Premium space is open, local gains focus on mass UHT milk. So next is macroeconomy and policy. China with Thailand with WTO. So first one is the government footprint. China SOEs in dairy supply chain subside quotas, and Thailand government set safety limits. Otherwise, this is the fire. And next is the equality caps. Uh, China foreigners cannot exceed 49% in milk collection, and Thailand 100% foreigner share allowed once BOI approvals. Next, the corporate tax. China 25%, Thailand 0%, 8 years plus, and a 50% cut 5 more years than then and 20%. So for the trade agents, China Champions Belt Road negotiates bilaterals, and Thailand thrives on uh, multi multilateral wipes AFTA receive CPTPP observable. And that's the regulation is still China single national code exclusion strict. Thailand three mini strict approves vary by province needs lobbying. So WTO as safety net for established economies. First is rule transparency. SPS-TBT require Thailand to publish new test criteria 6 days before effect. And the next tariff commitment selling for liquid milk now 30%. Thailand cannot jump back to 60%. Dispute settlement. If sudden quota appears, China can start this case. Precedent this 306 poultry. Origin harmonization. WTO purchase common forms our Beijing CO gets kept at Learn Chabang port. So about table three, we talk about the emerging resources and competitivity cost, milk, labor, and logistics. So first, the Eastern Economic Corridor, EEC perks. 22 industrial parks, ready water and water plants, 50-year lease at $1.2 month vs $2.8 in Bangkok. Deep sea port Lame Chabang handles 8 million TEU, direct feeder to Milena and Ho Chi Minh. BCG flagship add solar or build a great double cups to get extra grant 2 million Thai baht. We pick plot C27 in WHA Eastern Seaboard, trucking to Bangkok, DC within 19 minutes. Thailand Focus Basket is a cost saver across the board. Raw milk average $0.49 later, yet need to chilling and upgrades. Skilled labor costs run at 419 uh, dollar per month. Barely half of Beijing is industrial power is $0.11 and falls to $0.07 with rooftop solar and refers from Lem Chabang to Singapore cost 29%. Nissan Shanghai routes government smart. Forming 4.0 lines, abundant cassava-based feed, and $1.8 billion called Chinese sector growing 9% annually run out an ecosystem in which Sanyuan can build a plant, train co-ops, and still ship within 24 hours to 6 million Bangkok consumers. So about table four, we talk about the political and alliance strategy, how we influence rules and build partners. So next, Sanyuan 6-point playbook starts with securing BOI-1 studios to lock in the tax holiday, then launches a Milk for School CSR drive that research to 20,000 students, embedding the brand in public health narratives. A solar roof pledge earns BCG grants and the green credentials with a Thai food processor association board set gave early sight of labeling drafts. For Nestle, royalty routing under the double tax should have withholding tax and 24-hour FDA hotlines reading the film for recalls or social media stop. So strategy partners, 7-Eleven, as you can see, 7-Eleven for omnichannel retail, and Dodge Mill for co-manufacturing, Carry for cold chain, and GrabMart for 30 minutes delivery ensure instant scales without heavy fixed cost. So table 5 is cultural gaps and fusion, turn difference into synergy. Research show Thailand's lower performance orientational and higher in-group collective save. Contact with China's data-driven address assertive style where both countries share high power distance. To convert the gap into value, Yuan deploys for fusion tools or the OKR system, balancing team metrics with personal growth. Close loop building goal meeting that ends up with tie paragraphs and line check marks or holiday buffered ERP candle that absorbs. Uh, Buddhist festivals and uh, empathic empathic delegation maps that empowers local managers for purchase under 100,000 Taiba. Pilot resort already cut decision cycles nearly in half, and engagement cycles nearly in half, and the reset engagement score by 25 points, demonstrating that cultural empathy pay orientational dividends. So the next is exclusion timeline, risks, and KPLs. The concrete 12 months plan. So this is a 12 months Gantt. The 12 months roadmap move from the entity registration and HR onboarding to co-packing at Dutch Mill where the EEC plan releases by month 12, 12 flavor launch nationwide and the first container sales to Vietnam. Key risk is FX swings, regulatory delays, cold chain breaches, social media backlash, and milk deflects and mitigated through natural hedging, weekly BOI touch points, IoT refers, listeners, a local PR retainer, and farmer co-op equity stakes. Success will be judged by a 5% Thai realty share, positive EBITDA, and NPS top 5 in Bangkok year by year one, scaling to 12% share, 50% ROIC, and Scope 2 carbon neutrality within 3 years. Proof that smart economies, politics, and culture can turn a Beijing dairy icon into a Asian champion. So if I had to choose the most important part of the project, it would be the cultural strategy section. Ensuring Thailand is not just a matter of tariffs, of logistic. It's about people. Culture can be seen on a balance sheet, but it's decide everything from staff loyalty to daily exclusion using the entrepreneurs and global models. I compared Thailand and China across key dimensions like performance orientation, collectivism, and assertiveness. I found that Thai team value harmony, indirect feedback, and shared goals very different from China's result-driven and direct style. To bridge these gaps, I proposed four fusion tools, deal OKRs to balance personal and team performance, closed-loop communication with Thai recaps and emerging confirmation, ERP buffers for uh, board haste holidays, and tailored decisions authorities empowers local managers. These aren't just ideas, they were piloted, and the results were real. Decision cycles dropped by 55% or 45%, and the employee engagement dropped 25% point. That's why I believe the culture is not the decoration, it's orientational feel. And mastering this is what gives Sanyuan is a real edge in Thailand. Okay, thank you for watching.